been talking about this short hair, posting it on Instagram because it's so new for me. And I have worn a weave or a long wig for most of my career. And then I got real bold and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna rock my real hair, but my kind of longer real hair for about a year. And I did that and woo, that was a little difficult. But now I have chopped it all off. Chopped it all off. But take a look at that picture. That is me on vacation with my friend, not knowing what to do with my hair. And I'm gonna teach you how you can go for it and not have that, oh my gosh, it's short, and what do I do? So, the woman that is responsible is hair goddess Kiyah. Kiyah Wright. Kiyah's been doing my hair for 10 years. She has an Emmy. She is like all that.
Well, as you guys can see, this is pretty much what you have. We did some clip-ins. She's really short. So she came in, she has really short hair, she's a dancer, but she's like, you know what, sometimes I want to be sexy and I want to take it up a level. So we did the same thing we did with you today. We did a few clip-ins, and as you guys can see, check it out, check it out, check it out. Her hair is really short. I mean, check it out. So what we did was, and sometimes when they have this really dark root, a little tip that I give is sometimes I spray a little bit of black color spray right at the root of the extension, but we have to be gentle. So sometimes I use a toothbrush just so I can control it.
So put it on the track?
Sometimes I put it on the
hair?
toothbrush, but in this case, if you spray Tyra, you gotta go real close.
Okay.
Okay, real close. And that gives you that sort of ombre effect that you see.
Okay.
Okay? So that's the clip-in traditional piece. We know that, right? Okay.
But we don't know about that black spray root. I like that. Okay, and now we have Miss Sandra.
Yes. Sandra is so beautiful. One of the great things I love about her is her hair color is so perfect to her skin tone. And that's one of the things that I feel like when women wear blonde hair, you really want to match your skin tone because sometimes it could be a little bit too orange and it really doesn't match. But in her case,
has like a little ash to it.
Yes,
like
it's
ash
so
color.
Awesome.
And you went all the way.
Yes.
Like you went there.
I went all
But
the
you
way.
want some like options.
Yes.
Exactly. And the processing is pretty harsh.
Yes.
So now what's going on, my hair is thinning. And so I am looking for options and other ways that I can wear my hair.
But she won't compromise that blonde. The girls love the blonde, right?
All right, so you have.
Okay. So I found the perfect color for her. And I did the same thing I did before. I went into those roots.
Oh, yeah.
Like we showed you. And I gave it a little bit of ombre because sometimes this is just too much. It just doesn't match. It doesn't blend as well.
So that dark spray makes it look like it's those roots, that
Yes.
darker natural color of roots coming in
Yes.
for women that have naturally dark hair.
And look at this color on her skin tone. The cut is great. It's a great alternative to growing your hair out. You just have to go to your stylist and have them really cut it custom to your face. And look at that, voila. Voila. You see that? Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. And I have a little tip, one more tip. Sometimes the piece tends to kind of flip up in the back, you know, when you're walking and the piece flips up in the back for
that
those
happens to me. Yeah, when I have wig days on Fab Life and I'll be talking to somebody like, girl, what are you saying? And then like it just like flops up. My mom calls that a jick. She's like, you got a jick in the back. So this is her tip.
So my little tip is get some top stick. You know they have this double-sided stick tape. And what you do is, and you notice that it's in a little bit of a U shape, you can put it in the back, the nape of the piece. You want to turn around just a bit. Right here. And you just take it and you put it right at the U. Take the tape off. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, it's going to fall on the floor.
That's okay.
And then, and I'm not going to do the other side, but just for time's sake. And you just paste it down, and it really lays it nice.
Sticks it down there.
That,
so you don't have to jick,
right? Just a quick little tip, right?
Get a little before and after. Nice. And it's gorgeous. Okay, so Kiyah is not done yet. She is cutting up a wig to save you time in the shower. Heard of a wig, we've heard of extensions, but you haven't heard of this yet. We'll be right back. Doing good there. My girl Kiyah here so much that I let her cut off all my hair. But so many people are scared to cut their hair. So Kiyah is here to give you advice on how to style it and certain hacks so that, yeah, you can cut it off, but you can do little things if you want a little bit more. So before the break, she showed us how to cover thinning hair or hair that's overcolored and how to add some tracks. And now it is time to show this short hair here how to take it to the next level. And it's not a wig, Kiyah, it's a wood.
Well, what we did was
Well, it is a wig, actually, but it's a 2-for-1. Here we go.
Yes, it is. Okay, here's my little secret. I'm gonna share it with you guys. So what I do is I purchase a full hairpiece, and you can get these really affordable at the beauty supply store.
$30.
Yes.
$30 wigs. I wear $30 wigs. I have a $700 wig and a $30 wig.
Yes.
And you guys have seen both.
You can't tell which one is which.
You can't.
But the good thing is you can do this yourself at home. What I do is I take the top. Sometimes you just want a little bit of fullness or length. So she has a short pixie cut. She's growing it out, but who wants to wait that long for it to grow? So what we do is I take, this is like basically a bob cut wig. And what I do,
the back of the wig.
yes,
That's the top of the wig.
This is the top of the wig. So what I do is I cut it and create my own closure. It's affordable. You can buy it right at the beauty supply store, and I add clips along the edges myself. So she can have this quick, easy, affordable look, quick.
Because I have paid $700 for a hair closure, which is just like a little wiglet at the top. This is a $30 one, and you get 2 for 1, which we're going to talk about in a second.
And so what I do is, how I measure is I take the 2 corners in the front, that's how you know, and I just clip it right underneath here.
Her hairline.
Yes, and if you want to really take it to the next level, guys, you know that you can take a little braid, sew it along the edge, and it could be permanent, at least for a couple of weeks.
What does that mean? So you do like a cornrow of your hair, like a French braid?
I do a little French braid, just one right along the edge.
And then you take this on top of it?
Yes.
And then sew this on top of that?
edge.
So you're sewing like a wiglet on somebody's head?
Yes.
And how long does that last?
It'll last at least a week. So now she has 2 looks in one.
Oh, that is cute.
And
you know, ladies, you know, if you're wearing a wig sometimes and you're with your man, you're like, when do I take it off?
Yes, that's the big
Do I
question.
take it off before we love each other very much under the sheets? Do I take it off after, but then the wig is crazy? Do I wait till he goes to sleep? With this, you can sleep in it, which is really good. Especially if you sew it on.
Super cute.
And then tell them what they can do with this.
So who wants to buy a wig, spend 30, 80 bucks, and throw the back away? You can take the back, you can do the same thing, put some clips on the back, use the fullness in hair, and now you have a full bob. And how about that?
So that's great.
You know what I mean?
Is your mind blown? My mind is blown. I've never seen anyone do
Do
this.
me,
and it's
do
so
me.
good.
Right?
Nice. So let's look at before and after for you.
And look at that. You know, she wrapped her hair, she preset it for me already, and I gave her sort of like an asymmetrical sort of cut. And it's like, voila.
90s is back. 90s is back. So good. All right, so you know what? Whether your hair is curly or straight or thick or thin, no matter what your hair is, there's always going to be something that we love and also something that we're not happy about. So if you got a hair issue, I want you to hit me up. If you want us to help you tame your mane for any occasion, Instagram us a photo of your bad hair day at Fab Life Show with the hashtag FabFringe, okay? You gonna do that? And be brave, cut it off, because you know it's not permanent, and you have these things that you can do. And as if you didn't get your fill of Chef Richard Blaze earlier, he is back, he is funny, he is fun, and he's got a burger topping. Just saying. Be right back.